Imagine drinking the equivalent of a bottle of pure vodka every week. Sounds crazy, right? And yet, in some European countries, this is just the average alcohol consumption per person. Alcohol is deeply rooted in the habits of certain nations, sometimes in dramatic ways. And the consequences are frightening. The World Health Organization estimates that alcohol claims 800,000 lives each year in Europe. Not only that, the age at which people start drinking keeps getting lower, with some European countries reporting first-time drunkenness around the age of 14. Today, we will dive deep into this alarming reality. We will reveal the 10 European countries that love alcohol the most. And if you want to see the comparison with the United States and Canada, stay with us until the end because we have a surprise for you. Get ready for unexpected data in this new video from Amazing Europe. Number 10. Luxembourg. Luxembourg in 10th place? It might seem like a mistake in the ranking, but it's reality. Behind the glittering facade of banks and wealth, this small European giant hides a significant drinking habit with an average consumption of 11.5 litres of pure alcohol per year per capita. Luxembourg is synonymous with wealth, boasting a staggering per capita income exceeding $100,000. But this prosperity comes at a price, an intense and stressful work life. Unsurprisingly, the OECD ranks Luxembourg among the European countries with the highest work-related stress. And when the pressure rises, for many, alcohol becomes an escape. A surprising fact, 34% of Luxembourgish adults admit to binge drinking at least once a month. But it's not just about stress. In this melting pot of cultures, where French, German, and Belgian influences blend together, drinking is embedded in the social fabric. 43.1% of the population drinks alcohol weekly, making it a routine habit. The Moselle wine contributes to a refined food and wine culture, and the affordability of alcohol makes it easily accessible to many. But what's the downside? Despite an excellent healthcare system, the impact on road safety is alarming. Alcohol is the second leading cause of road accidents in Luxembourg. In 2022 alone, there were 15 deaths and 36 serious injuries related to drunk driving. Luxembourg reveals an unexpected side of alcohol consumption in Europe. It's not just about folklore and traditions, but a complex phenomenon rooted in economic prosperity, stress, and social dynamics that deserve attention. Number 9. Poland. Poland ranks 9th, with 11.6 litres of pure alcohol consumed per capita annually. It is the land of vodka, a cultural icon, but also a country caught between deep-rooted tradition and growing social concern. Despite a thriving alcohol industry that generates €3 billion in tax revenue and its position as the third largest beer producer in Europe, Poland is facing the dark side of increasing alcohol consumption. While alcohol consumption decreased across most of Europe between 2010 and 2020, in Poland, it increased by 1 litre per capita. And the numbers are alarming. An estimated 5 million Poles are alcohol dependent, and deaths from liver cirrhosis are dramatically rising. The Polish government, aware of the severity of the situation, is trying to take action. New laws aim to restrict alcohol sales, especially to minors, by making ID checks mandatory and banning nighttime alcohol sales at gas stations. These measures are a response to the rising number of traffic accidents and health issues, but they face resistance from a powerful industry and deeply ingrained cultural habits. The recent controversy over Voodoo Monkey alcoholic drinks, which resembled fruit juices and were pulled from the market after public outcry, is just the tip of the iceberg. Poland is a divided country. On one hand, a strong alcohol tradition and a profitable industry. On the other, increasing awareness of the social and health damages. Experts stress the urgent need for a national strategy to control alcoholism, calling for higher taxes, advertising bans, and restrictions on alcohol availability. Number 8. Ireland. Ireland, cosy pubs, music, Guinness, and an alcohol problem. The traditional image of the hard-drinking Irishman is hard to shake off, we know. But beware, the reality is much more complex and nuanced. Behind the postcard-perfect facade, Ireland is changing, and fast. According to the Health Research Board, in the last 20 years, alcohol consumption has dropped by more than 30%. This is fantastic news, but let's not fool ourselves. The challenges remain. In 2019, Ireland was still ranked 12th in the world for alcohol consumption, with 12.9 litres per capita. Today, it's 11.7 litres. So, there has been a decline, but we're still talking about a dangerously high level with a severe impact on public health services. There's still a long way to go. That said, Ireland is making an effort. The Public Health Act of 2018 has been internationally praised. But, as we all know, bureaucracy is slow. The ban on alcohol advertising on TV and during sports events only came into effect in January 2025, and health warnings on alcohol labels, including information on cancer and liver disease risks, will only be introduced in May 2026. Additionally, community services for drug and alcohol treatment will receive an extra €4 million in funding by the end of this year, allowing for the expansion of support services for addiction sufferers. This reflects Ireland's growing commitment to tackling alcohol dependence. Despite the decline in consumption, Ireland still records high alcohol spending and significant impacts on justice and public health. It is estimated that about 15% of the Irish population suffers from alcohol-related disorders, and 3/4 of all alcohol consumed in Ireland is drunk during binge drinking sessions. Number 7. Lithuania. From Ireland's pubs, we move to the Baltic region. In Lithuania, the population consumes 11.8 litres of pure alcohol per year. Lithuania has become an international case study, an example of how restrictive policies can lead to tangible results. In recent years, following World Health Organization recommendations, Lithuania has impressively reduced alcohol consumption. In 2023, legal alcohol consumption dropped to 11 litres per capita, a decrease of 0.2 litres compared to the previous year, and an even steeper decline compared to the past. A real record reduction, leading to an increase in life expectancy and a halving of acute intoxication cases. But the picture is not entirely positive. Despite the drop in legal consumption, alcohol-related illnesses increased in 2023, with 27,000 people diagnosed, 2,000 more than in 2022. A paradox that raises questions. If consumption is decreasing, why are diseases rising? One possible answer lies in unregistered consumption, still estimated at 8.3% in 2019, which may not be fully captured by official statistics. Additionally, restrictive policies, such as the ban on alcohol sales after 8 p.m. and the minimum drinking age raised to 20, while effective in reducing overall consumption, have been criticised, especially because they might not impact the drinking habits of older generations, where alcoholism is often more deeply rooted. Lithuania presents us with a work in progress, a country that has decisively embarked on the path of reducing alcohol-related harm, achieving significant results, but still facing a long road ahead. Number 6. Bulgaria. Bulgaria is the only country in the European Union where life expectancy has declined in recent years, as we have already seen in a dedicated video. Experts say that part of this is due to alcohol. Bulgarians consume a staggering 11.9 litres of pure alcohol per year, and this is a major social issue, especially among the youth. There are an estimated 200,000 alcoholics in Bulgaria, an alarming number that spans across all ages and social classes. The World Health Organization does not hesitate to call alcoholism a more severe disease than schizophrenia, and, in Bulgaria, this illness is all too real. Alcohol abuse in Bulgaria results in a heavy health and social toll. Liver diseases, heart problems, neurological and mental disorders are just some of the direct consequences, but the impact extends to society as a whole. Crime, violence, family poverty, and risky behaviours are often linked to excessive alcohol consumption. The situation among young people is particularly concerning. More than 62% of Bulgarian youths aged 10 to 19 have already tried alcohol, with an average initiation age of just 13 years. A negative record in Europe, casting a dark shadow over the country's future. Not surprisingly, online searches for the term alcoholism peak during the Christmas holidays, a warning bell that rings louder each year. Although self-help groups like Alcoholics Anonymous exist, and there are policies limiting alcohol sales, the challenge remains immense. Bulgaria presents a complex picture, a country where the tradition of rakia coexists with a deeply rooted and growing alcohol problem, especially among younger generations. Number 5. Austria. Austria, ranking 5th in our top 10 with an annual consumption of 12 litres of pure alcohol, evokes images of Viennese waltzes, majestic mountains, and cosy Heuriger. But behind this idyllic postcard lies a more problematic reality: a high level of alcohol consumption, among the highest in the world, with significant health and social consequences. In 2022, around 3,400 people died in Austria due to alcohol-related causes, a significant increase from the 2,900 deaths recorded in 2019. A heavy toll that urges us to look beyond the festive surface of Austrian culture. Why is alcohol consumption so high in Austria? Alcohol is deeply ingrained in the culture, considered an integral part of social life. Heuriger, beer gardens, and traditional festivals provide perfect opportunities to drink in good company. However, this normalization of alcohol consumption has a dark side. About 14% of Austrian adults drink problematically, and 5% suffer from addiction. Men are particularly affected, with a dependency rate 3 times higher than that of women. The most at-risk age group, those between 50 and 60 years old. This problematic consumption takes a heavy toll on the healthcare system and society. Accidents, violence, chronic illnesses, and reduced life expectancy are just some of the consequences highlighted by health authorities. Yet, the drinking culture is so deeply rooted that changing course seems like an uphill battle. However, there is no shortage of prevention initiatives aimed at raising awareness among the population about the risks and promoting a more conscious approach. But although overall consumption has been slightly declining since 2000, the road to a healthier relationship with alcohol in Austria is still long and uphill. What do you think? Why is alcohol so deeply rooted in Austrian culture? Is it just a matter of festive traditions and Heuriger, or are there deeper factors at play? Number 4. Germany. Germany ranks 4th in our ranking, with an annual per capita consumption of 12.2 litres of pure alcohol. Oktoberfest, beer gardens, frothy mugs. Germany is widely seen as the land of beer, but this festive image hides a worrying reality: extremely high alcohol consumption with serious health and social consequences. Germany is a nation of drinkers, with approximately 9 million people struggling with alcohol-related problems, ranging from abuse to addiction, accounting for 18% of the population between 18 and 64 years old. This results in about 74,000 alcohol-related deaths per year, either directly or in combination with tobacco use, a heavy toll on public health, with estimated costs of 57 billion euros annually. Despite awareness of these risks, Germany hesitates to change course. Drinking culture is deeply embedded, and beer is an integral part of social life, widely accepted and normalized. And although youth alcohol consumption is declining, binge drinking remains common, with 10.4% of young people aged 12 to 17 engaging in it monthly. This issue tragically affects road safety as well. In 2021, alcohol was involved in over 13,600 traffic accidents with injuries, resulting in 165 fatalities. Countermeasures remain weak. The Ministry of Health has ignored expert recommendations advocating for a total ban on alcohol advertising, and political promises to impose restrictions have gone unfulfilled. What do you think about stricter regulations on alcohol advertising and availability? Do you believe they would be effective, or would they fail to improve the problem? Germany presents us with a crucial question: how can a country balance its deeply rooted drinking culture with the need to protect public health? Share your opinions in the comments. Number 3. Latvia. Latvia takes 3rd place in our ranking, with a staggering 13.1 litres of pure alcohol consumed per person per year. This figure places the small Baltic nation among Europe's biggest drinkers and has prompted the government to take action. The Latvian government has made the fight against alcoholism a priority. Drastic measures are under discussion, including higher alcohol taxes, raising the minimum purchase age, and strict advertising restrictions. Alcohol taxes started increasing by 10% per year for 3 years from March 1st, 2024. It's a bold strategy to curb consumption and fund healthcare. And the first results are visible. Retail sales have dropped by 6.9% due to price hikes. But there's still a long way to go. Despite the decline, Latvia's alcohol consumption remains among the highest in Europe, and youth drinking is particularly alarming. Nearly half of students aged 15 to 16 have consumed alcohol in the past month, and the average age of first intoxication is around 14 years old. A worrying figure, foreshadowing future health and social issues. Alcohol is one of the leading causes of death in Latvia, often linked to violence. The government is trying to reverse the trend with awareness campaigns and strict policies, but the alcohol industry is pushing back, fearing losses. Latvia presents an example of a country tackling alcoholism head-on, with ambitious policies and promising results. But the battle is far from over. Do you think Latvia's measures are enough? Should other European countries follow its example? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 2. Czech Republic. If we had considered transcontinental countries, Georgia would have taken second place, with 14.3 litres of pure alcohol consumed per capita per year. But now, let's focus on the country that is almost synonymous with beer, the Czech Republic. With an annual consumption of 13.3 litres of pure alcohol per person, this nation, often called the beer country, is a paradise for hop lovers, but with a dark side. The Czech Republic ranks at the top of global alcohol consumption, far exceeding the European and OECD averages. This drinking culture is deeply ingrained, but it comes with heavy consequences. It is estimated that between 6,000 and 7,000 deaths per year are linked to alcohol, and the social and economic costs exceed €2 billion annually. Around 1.6 million Czechs drink at risky levels, and nearly 1 million are at risk of addiction. Youth drinking is a growing concern. Nearly 10% of 15-year-olds have already experienced repeated intoxication, and excessive drinking among women is on the rise. But the Czech Republic is not standing still. A new 3-year action plan aims to reduce the damage caused by alcoholism, focusing on prevention and treatment. Alcohol taxes are increasing, with a plus 10% hike in 2025 and another plus 5% in 2026, aiming to discourage consumption. And initiatives like Suhe Unor, Dry February, encouraging a month without alcohol, are gaining traction. Over 1 million people participated in 2024, causing record losses for alcohol retailers. Despite the challenges, there are signs of declining consumption. The non-alcoholic beer market is booming, with production increasing by 9.3% in 2023. The Czech Republic, while proud of its beer tradition, is increasingly aware of the risks. What do you think? Is raising taxes the right solution? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before revealing the number 1 and taking a look at the situation in the United States and Canada, if you found this video informative, we kindly ask you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. And we want to take this opportunity to thank everyone supporting our project through Super Thanks. All your contributions help us improve the quality of our content and videos. Thank you so much. Number 1. Romania. While alcohol consumption has been declining in the countries we've explored so far, Romania surprises us with the opposite trend. In 2024, alcohol consumption increased by 6.2% compared to the previous year. It is now estimated that Romanians drink 17 litres of pure alcohol per capita per year. Romania is the new European drinking champion, a title that raises serious concerns. 1/3 of adults consume alcohol beyond recommended limits at least once a month. While beer consumption has slightly declined, the consumption of spirits and wine has surged, indicating a shift in drinking habits. This high consumption has a devastating impact on public health. The World Health Organization estimates that alcohol is responsible for 800,000 deaths per year in Europe, and Romania is no exception. Around 10% of the adult population, 1.5 million people, is estimated to suffer from alcohol addiction. The social and economic costs are enormous, reaching billions of euros annually, Alcoholism in Romania is linked to severe health issues, including liver disease, cardiovascular problems, mental disorders, and an increased risk of cancer. Youth drinking is also alarming, with one of the lowest initiation ages in Europe, 13 to 14 years old, and widespread binge drinking among teenagers. A worsening factor is the high unregistered alcohol consumption, particularly homemade production, which escapes regulations and statistics. Of course, there are many prevention campaigns in this country as well, but Romania seems to be struggling to reverse the trend. Have you ever wondered how this ranking would change if we included the United States and Canada? Well, we have the answer. We've just launched America versus Europe, our brand new channel dedicated to comparing these two countries with the old continent. In one of our videos, we analyse alcohol consumption in every US state, all Canadian provinces and territories, and every European country to determine where the situation is most concerning. To make the comparison clearer and more effective, we have adopted a more straightforward and intuitive visual format. We are truly excited about this new venture, which allows us to explore not only European society but also North American society, giving us a broader perspective on their similarities and differences. To visit this channel, click its logo on this page or find the link in the description. If you're interested in this video's topic, don't miss the video on screen, where we explore the European countries with the worst health conditions. Watch it for a deeper insight. That's it for this video. See you next time.